Hello, this is Joe Breslin, and I'm standing here with Don Snyder, and we're the owners of Four Stroke Motocross National Series and the X News Northwest Extreme Sports newspaper. We're here to let you know about the big motocross nationals that are coming to a place near you and a track in your town. We're talking big major TV exposure, all kinds of television, radio, webcasting, social media networks. We're going to get your name out there. Don, would you like to let them know about some of the tracks that we're going to in the United States of America?
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're going all over the United States. Washington, Oregon, Idaho, California, Nevada, Texas, Oklahoma. We're doing on the East Coast as well with New York, all of those states back there on the East Coast. But specifically, we're starting up in February at Speedway Motocross Park in Phoenix, Arizona. Dan Matthews is the track promoter down there that we've had for 12 years now. Four Stroke Nationals started in 1996. We have had hundreds of riders come across the United States, as well as around the world.
Right. Why don't you let the audience know exactly what kind of riders were on the Four Stroke Nationals and how pretty much they got their career started in today's market of the Pro Series.
First and foremost, Lance Smell, three-time national four-stroke champion, actually started with us in 1996. He went on to the Works Outdoor National Series, did the Supercross Series, the Outdoor 125-250 Nationals, and the 500 Nationals. He rode for Team Nolene back in the year, and it was wonderful to have Lance Smell start out with us. Then it went to Dustin Nelson from Factory Yamaha, as well as MotorWorldRacing.com. I want to say hats off to Brian Junkie down there and Glenn Boggy at Yamaha, MotorWorldRacing.com down in San Diego. They helped really get us going in 1996. But we've had numerous riders like Paul Carpenter came on, two-time national champion. Spud Walters came on board as well. And the last few years we had Adam Metzler and Mike Corder from Oregon and Washington State.
Yeah, I would like to also mention a big, huge, I think he's called now the Holeshot King, that pretty much started his career at the Four Stroke Nationals with you. I believe his name would be Mike Alessi?
Correct. Mike Alessi actually came to our race at Atlanta 395 in California back when he was 17 years old. And he was basically a phenom, run a lot of the Loretta Lynn Nationals, and became like the biggest amount of races anybody ever won at Loretta Lynn's out there in Tennessee. And he came and wanted to sign up. Ryan Hughes was there at that time, and KTM was watching what was going on. Mike Alessi won both motos that day, and brought his brother out there with him, Jeff Alessi. Jeff had a broken arm at that time, so it's tough for him to go out and ride. But we want to thank Tony, his father, for bringing him out there, and Mike Alessi, as you see on the Outdoor Nationals, doing really well.
Yeah, and the number one rider at the Monster Energy team right now, Jake Weimer. Yeah, he started pretty much on the Four Stroke Nationals back in the day.
Yeah, Jake actually came to Albany, Oregon, and came to Boise, Idaho for our Four Stroke Nationals, and beat Lance Smell, Dustin Nelson, Spud Walters, Paul Carpenter, and actually got a phone call from Kawasaki, so it's nice to see Jake Weimer out there.
Right. Yeah, and I also remember seeing Travis Pastrana in one of your booths while you were announcing the race down in, was it Texas?
Yeah, Floresville, Texas, Cycle Ranch. That's another venue that we're going to be going to next year. We've always went down there. Steve Burns, the owner of VP Racing Fuels, owns that track in Floresville, Texas, and it's going to be a phenomenal race. I think that's going to be our third race on the series.
Right. So as you can see, we got something great fixing to happen all over the United States of America, and we just hope that everybody can be a part of it and with us and have a good time and advance their careers. And don't forget about the massive amount of media exposure that you as riders need to prolong your career. So on that note, Don, is there anyone you'd like to thank for your past, present, future success of what we're going to be doing here?
Well, thank you, Joe. I think the biggest thing again goes back to Yamaha Motor Corporation. The fine people down there, Wes McCoy, all of the people that helped us down there was wonderful. Thank you very much for Yamaha Motor Corporation, but in specific, like I was speaking with earlier, year, MotorRoadRacing.com down in San Diego. They jumped on board with Dustin Nelson. Dustin Nelson actually came out and rode, and it took him 3 years to become national champion because Lance Smell was blowing everybody away. So Yamaha Corporation, first and foremost, I want to thank Maxxis Tires. It was wonderful to have Maxxis Tires on board back there. We had 5 years of sponsorship with them, title sponsorship. Then again, VP Racing Fuels got on board with Steve Burns. I want to thank them very much for being on board. FMF, hats off to Donnie and Donnie Emler Jr. and Danny Laporte, you know, the multi-Honda national champion and as well as Trophy D Nations champion. So Danny Laporte came to our events back in Lakewood, Colorado. So we've had numerous people come to our events. We want to thank them all for their sponsorship, and I want to thank Joe for partnering up with me from X News Northwest. It's been a wonderful partnership, and we're here to bring it out to the public and bring it to the riders, and we're asking for your support for the Four-Stroke Nationals, looking for sponsorship out there. I want to thank Brock Glover from Dunlop Motor Corporation, and in fact, I understand that Goodyear bought out Dunlop, so it's Goodyear Dunlop Tires is going to be our national sponsor next year.
Right.
I want to thank them very personally. We have talked with motorsport.com. I want to thank Jared for helping us out there, actually main office there in Tualatin, Oregon. So that's where we're from, Pacific Northwest, and we're out to help everybody across the United States. So turn into fourstrokenationals.com and xnewsnorthwest.com to find out more information. Anything else you'd like to add, Joe?
I just can't wait to get this series off the ground. This is going to be an exciting adventure that we're going to have. All the families, all the friends. We're going to touch the heart of people. This is for you guys that, you know, it has a hard time making the big nationals. We want to help you out.
Yeah, and as you said, we had thousands of people come to our events. We've been on television on ESPN, ESPN2, Prime Network, Spike TV back in the day. We look to get on more television, but the big thing for next year, we're going to be live audio, live video with 12live.com. That's ONETWO. live.com and motocross.com. I want to thank Bob Davis in Texas for helping us work on that, but we're going to have live audio, live video. We were the first people ever to do internet radio back in 2001.
Right.
So if it wasn't for Bob Davis and all the people down there in Texas, we wouldn't be available for you guys. So tune in. Again, our first event is going to be February 23rd, 24th at Speedway Motocross Park in Phoenix, Arizona. Again, this is Don Schneider, Joe Breslin, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. We want to see you there.